everybody, and welcome back to Beyond Wishes and Wilds. I almost said Wild Beyond The Witchlight there. I'm your whimsical DM, Victoria, and we're going to play some D&D tonight. But before we do that, we're going to have our little announcement reel, and we're going to have a little recap. So, Kristy, if you could be so kind as to kick off our announcement clip.
Good evening, and welcome to the show. Let's get into our pre-game announcements. Proficiency Bonus has a community Discord with public channels. Please come check us out and hang out with us. We're always welcoming new GMs, players, and other friends to our fan family. All experience levels are welcome, from veteran gamers to total newbies. And we are a safe place for POC and LGBTQIA+ nerds and gamers, so come geek out with us. And you'll be the first to know when we are posting castings for new games. Big thanks to Suncraft for providing our games with music each week. The Suncraft bot plays music and soundscapes in your Discord call, and its interactive buttons allow you to control the audio with ease. We love Suncraft here. He really pops off sometimes, so go check it out for free now.
Please check out our other games. We stream almost every day here at Probo. We have games for several of the major published 5e modules, as well as homebrew games, and some of our games feature systems other than 5e, like Star Wars, Power Rangers, and Alien. Come watch all of our VODs over on our YouTube. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month. Also, big thanks to Syrinscape for the amazing atmospheric sounds and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download the Syrinscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets that are included to get you started. You don't even need to register. Go to Syrinscape.com to find out more. Thanks again to all of our sponsors for supporting Proficiency Bonus. And now, back to the show.
Thank you very much, Kristy, as always, for your amazing video editing skills and announcement reels. And with that, oh my god, it looks like Graph is getting lasered. With that, I will pass it off to our recapper, Inc., to fill everyone in on what happened last time on episode 2 of Beyond Wishes and Wilds.
Yeah, thank you, Victoria. So, last time on Beyond Wishes and Wilds, the answer to the question, what happens after happily ever after, is sometimes you have some horrible truths to face when you go home. For Clover, this was the harsh reality of the family that she left behind, or rather, the family that was really never there for her. Amidst the party discovering Dawn's family being indebted to the Zentarum, and the gang slowly moving into all businesses in Amphale, the party also had to deal with the fact that they seemingly were also working with members of Clover's family through smuggling and possible drug trade and all manner of nasty business. The party quickly got to work getting the Zentarum run out of town through a show of strength. We are not level 3 characters, of course, so it wasn't too difficult, but when Clover came asking for what had happened to her grandfather, the truth was a bit more dark, as he had been being kept in a part of the home barely cared for in his old and weakened state. This sent Clover over the edge, releasing her magic as she essentially broke her grandfather out of her aunt and uncle's home and watched as the structure that they were expanding their house with fall to ruins. There is still more work to be done. There is the manner of getting the Zentarum truly taken care of and out of Amphale. Their fingers have already been besmirched in a lot of our business, as well as investigating Ego's home in the forest by the village of Amphale. And then still there is Waterdeep, where the party does plan to eventually make their way to once all of their ducks are in line. But we are not there yet. Instead, we find ourselves right on the one of the main roads of Amphale, just outside of Clover's aunt and uncle's home. That's where we left off, Victoria.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that. So for my recapper and video editor, my recapper, Inc., my video editor, Kristy, keeper of deals, Iris, DJ, Graph, you guys can all take a player inspiration, or like heroic, whatever it's called on the sheets now, I don't remember. The standard kind of inspiration. But yeah, so when we left off, the Brightheart family home had some demo work, some spontaneous demolition done on the inside. Grandpa was removed from the unhealthy living conditions that he had been kept in and cleaned up a little bit. And Misty and Magdalene Brightheart were outside of the home. Misty still under the effects of a charm person spell cast by Aurum. And Magdalene just kind of like screaming and like in shock after she had fled the house while the Bigby's paw was in there. So she's just like, she's just in a state of shock at this point and doesn't really know like what to do anymore as her home is being torn up before her eyes. What would you guys like to do?
I have a list.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
So I think, strangely, instead of shutting down, at least she's not shutting down yet, she goes like hyper focus, like mission mode. And she's gonna ask Aurum to ask Misty about how Grandpa got to this point. Like, what happened to him? How did he get here? Why does he look like this? Why is he hurt? Like, I want her to confess if she has anything to do with this, and if it's not her, who? Which one? While she's still charmed, please.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I'll ask those questions. Hey, Misty.
Yeah, what's up?
Why was Grandpa like this?
What do you mean?
Like, what were the events that led to him being in a closet in the garage?
Well, Mom was wanting to renovate the inside and make it more like open concept, and Grandpa's room that he had been staying in was down there because he can't really do stairs super well anymore. It's really annoying. So there wasn't really like a room to put him in because we were taking that one out. So we figured we would just like move a cot into the storage room in the garage and just, like figure it out later.
How long ago was this?
The work on the inside started like maybe 3 months ago.
Who hurt him?
Clover, just to fill you in, Misty's the leader of the drug operation.
Of course she is. Who hurt
him? She's also
him?
trying to pin everything on your grandfather.
Get as much out of her as you can, Aurum. Everything you can.
I got a lot of stuff.
Get more.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know if there is more. I got like everything.
Who hurt Grandpa? Did she hurt him?
Did you hurt Grandpa?
What? Do you mean like... I mean, like, I didn't, like, punch him or anything.
Who was like, why did he have handprints? Who was...
Well, because he, like, every once in a while, he thinks that he's just gonna, like, get up and walk out of the room that he's staying in, and, like, he's old and could, like, fall. So sometimes you just have to drag him back where he belongs. And he gets confused. He's really old, alright? He thinks that people are other people, and he forgets names, and he forgets where he is. So it's easier to just lock him in there, but on the occasions that, like, I might have forgotten to lock the door, or Mom or Dad forgot to lock it, he just gets out. So we just grab him and we drag him back.
Dawn, I have a favor to ask.
Oh yeah, Dawn is like. I feel like if Dawn's face was any color, it's like Saoirse green right now, but like not in a good way. He'll like lean over and say, "Yeah."
Can you go tie up my aunt, please?
No problem. Let's see. Do I even have any rope? My inventory isn't very. I don't have any rope.
There's rope around,
I
like
have
in
rope.
the garage, if you want. Yeah.
I'll gladly give you rope.
Yeah, I'll get some rope and I'll just walk over to where her aunt
And it's silk,
is.
just like she needs.
Ooh. Yeah, where her aunt is like throwing a tantrum in the yard with the rope. He's just gonna walk over.
She's like screaming and like isn't necessarily paying attention to you right now. She's just like screaming about like how awful her sister was for bringing Clover into the world, and like all of these problems could have been avoided if Clover didn't exist. And she's just like, "Oh, my home!" Like just losing it. Full crash out.
Yeah, he's just gonna grab her because she's tiny and just say, yeah, preach it to the choir. As he starts like tying her up.
She's gonna try to pull away, so we're gonna do a contested grapple check.
Okay, girl. This is really not a good check that you want to
don't
make
nat
me
one.
right now.
As long as your athletics is not a nat 1, you will get her because she nat 2'd and has a +0.
8 plus 8 for 16.
Yeah, okay, so she's like writhing to like pull away from you, but this is any other day for Dawn living at home when his younger siblings were acting up and he had to like grab him and be like, "Nope, you need to like come inside now, it's raining, or there's lightning, or there's an onkeg like eating people out there, go inside." So you're able to grab her easily enough and tie her up.
Aurum, you said that Misty's the ringleader?
Yeah, your mom had nothing to, or not your mom, your aunt had nothing to do with this. So, the drugs, not the grandfather, specifically the drugs. It was all Misty. Misty was framing your grandfather. That's why it's in the basement of the store, which is in his name.
Well, you don't have to like tell her all that.
But she's like my best friend.
Well, I thought we were friends.
Yeah, but you're not my best friend. You see,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like don't know if we should be friends anymore if you're best friends with Clover.
Her turn.
I don't have rope.
I hand you the rope. I hand you rope.
Okay, hey Misty, look. I know I need to tie you up with rope now, so
I mean, are we like gonna do something crazy?
So crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be really crazy.
So crazy.
I mean,
I'll even give you privacy for it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you don't need to worry about it, Clover. You probably don't even know what adults actually do.
Okay.
I know what monsters do.
I like tying the knot around like her wrist, so I just pull it a little too tight, just a little bit.
Ow!
Oops.
I'll forgive you this time. Yeah, you can definitely tie her up. But yeah, so you have the two of them bound. What would you like to do?
Yes, we need to go check out buildings. Let's get them. Well, first, we need to get Grandpa somewhere safe, and we need to secure these two somewhere else where the Zents won't free them.
I'm hanging out with Grandpa. Saoirse's already like she's like, if you need me, like call for me. But she's got Grandpa right now. Just making sure he's like fed and taken care of and stuff.
Yeah, he needs a proper place to lay down.
Along kind of those lines, Saoirse is going to talk to the magpie that she's got has been following her around. Because I think we're probably getting close because the spell only lasts like an hour, so I think we're probably getting pretty close to that being like up. Oh God! What the heck was that?
Did you just get
no,
cat attacked?
that was a child. That was a child throwing something, I think. Okay. So she's gonna take the little magpie and ask, like, Glimmerbeak, do you and Doomtalon want to enter into my service temporarily?
Maybe.
I need you to keep an eye on this gentleman here. And, it's temporary because, you see, he's mortal, and he's not going to be around for that much longer. And your service would, of course, end when he is no longer around.
Our service will end in 15 minutes.
Right. But if you enter into my service directly...
What's in it for
a more
us?
Extended period of time. What would you like in exchange?
And the bird, what form are you in right now?
She's
Like,
in her
season?
spring. She'd be in her spring season right now. She just had a great time with Dawn's family, and there's been like some spicy stuff going on, but like it hasn't gotten to the point where she's like changed seasons yet.
And the bird will like hop over and look at you very closely. How about the sparkle in your eye? It's ever so shiny. We like shiny.
How about this? I'm planning to go to somewhere that's going to have a lot of very shiny objects. So, what if I collect some of those for you and bring them back for your nest?
How many shinies? All different?
All different.
8 different shinies.
Very well. I can do that. Saoirse's like, I'm going to the Astral Sea. There's like stars and sparkly shit everywhere. I'm sure I can find stuff that will be worth it.
8 shinies, and we watch over the dying halfling.
Oh my god.
Yes, and if anything threatens him, if he is in any sort of discomfort other than the usual mortal sort.
Swoop?
No, you will let us know. You let me know. And if not me, then the small halfling with pink hair.
No swooping?
Oh yes, swooping, the rest of them. Remember, we still have the whole swooping deal. The rest of the halflings that are part of this family, swooping, and also you'll be in charge of the army of creatures that will make sure that if they start to rebuild this place, anything that they bring into the house, it's got holes in it, it's got damage done to it, you know, make sure it's unpleasant for them to live here.
The 3 other halflings? Unpleasant?
That lived in this house. Yeah, remember I showed you which ones.
Yes.
Yes. Don't, like, hurt them, but make sure their lives are just miserable.
We could be persuaded to stay longer for that. May we recruit crows?
Of course. Whatever you need to recruit.
When do you bring us 8 shinies?
I'm not entirely sure when we're going to be going, but I imagine it won't be terribly long. Time is sort of, you know, different here. But it'll be before your service is up.
We would like 8 shinies soon. Do not delay.
Of course. I mean, I can give you one shiny thing now that won't count towards it, if you'd like.
A shiny you already had? A shiny not intended for us?
Specifically for you.
We will give you 1 month to bring 8 shinies. If not, we take the glimmer from your eyes.
Very well.
Then we have a deal.
Daybirds don't fuck around.
Protect the old and dying one.
Yes. But most importantly, if anything threatens him, other than the usual sort of... He's old. But if anyone bothers him, upsets him, you tell us. Immediately.
And we make the home unlucky, unpleasant for the 3 you pointed out.
Yes.
You have a
Make
deal.
sure everything they bring in gets holes in it or is tattered or, whatever you want to do in order to make it unpleasant for them. Especially if it's shiny and new, make it as unshiny as you can.
You have a deal.
Very well.
A feather for a feather. And it'll pull out one of its feathers and goes to, like, pluck out some of your hair.
Oh, she was like, you can't have the feather. It's part of my soul. I feel like that would be bad.
It just wants your hair.
Yeah, she'll cut off, like, a little lock of hair and hand it to him.
Okay, cool. So, basically, magpies will watch over Grandpa, make the other 3 bright hearts lives
Unlucky is very
/ unlucky,
very on point.
non-violent. And if Grandpa is hurt or threatened, they will contact Saoirse. They cannot technically contact Clover because they're not bargaining with her.
That's fine.
Right. But if they can, like, get to her and Saoirse's, like, sleeping, then the idea would be that then you just communicate to Clover, because Clover's most likely there as well.
Saoirse will bring 8 unique shinies to the magpies within a month. If she fails to do so, they will take the glimmer from her eyes. Okay. There. Cool. Yeah. So the magpies will, having this, like, there's, like, a little bit of magic that will kind of, like, poof around them as they are, like, more anchored to the material plane based on this service that you've engaged with them. And they will, I think one of them is technically off, like, gathering crows to, like, bother the Zentarum and the Brighthearts, as you had asked to do previously while in the store, but the other one that is, like, speaking for both magpies will, like, fly off into a tree.
That they're mates, so that's why she was like, you'll want to stick together.
Yeah, so they'll fly up into, like, a tree, and, like, tuck the little hair that you gave them into, like, a little hole for now, and just, like, it's just like watching Grandpa from, like, a little vantage point up there.
Yep, and then Saoirse will just sit down with Grandpa and like, do a little picnic, and they can rest and relax for a bit.
Okay.
While they're called upon.
Awesome. So then I'm looking at the list of various things that people wanted to do. So looks like we've got asking about the abuse. It seems like the citizen's arrest is in progress.
Yeah, we were missing one.
Yeah, so you left Uncle Norbin. I think he got knocked out by Dawn for being racist. Clover got him back up. He was being a jerk, so you knocked him out again, and then
he's in his office.
He was passed out in the office, so he's probably still there, passed out.
I'm gonna go back to the office then.
Yeah, and just for a little bit of added context on the citizen's arrest, that Clover specifically would know, Amphale does, even though it doesn't have a guard presence, it does have a mayor. However, that's not a lofty position. It's basically just the title and some clerical work attached to it. It's not a powerful position. The current mayor, Clover probably knows specifically. He's a human man named Boris Wheaton. He's like in his early 40s, dark hair, olive skin. He's like a big hulking guy, but like very gentle, because you've probably done some work for him, like helping him file and organize paperwork.
Part-time worker. Hey.
Yeah, you worked part-time with him. You would also know he was like a widower, and his wife like passed away from a terminal illness at a pretty young age, and left behind Boris and their daughter, who is probably about 12 now, a very nice but shy girl named Bronwyn Wheaton. And they have like, there's no like mayor's office. It's just like his house one of the rooms has become like his office. The jail is just they lock somebody in like the basement of his house, so there isn't even like jail cells. So if you want a citizen's arrest your family, your best bet is to either contact Golden Fields, which is technically a little bit closer than Waterdeep, but is not as like aggressive with an official with justice as like Waterdeep is, or you would contact somebody in Waterdeep about that. So it's either way. Like Waterdeep's like 3 days away, and I think Golden Fields is still like a day or two away.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take time.
Yeah, of course. But that being said, does Clover feel like she trusts Boris enough that he would hold them for her?
I mean, based off of what Clover knows about Boris, yeah. If you brought him the evidence and explained the situation, you think that like he would probably be amenable to it. I think Clover would know him as like a nice guy. He didn't want to be mayor. He got everybody, like all the families and everybody voted him in because he specifically didn't want to do it, but they know that he's like a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so you would probably need to like go to him to have them put in holding. And then the guard, either you guys go to Waterdeep and ask them to send guards, you contact somebody there and have them send guards, or you just wait for them to come through on their patrols. They come by like every few days.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the logistics of how that would probably work out.
We definitely need a place to store them, and I want them as far away from my grandfather as possible. She would probably ask Dawn outright if their family could take him for like temporarily. It's not like she's very adamant, like this is temporary until I figure something out. Can you just keep him away from them?
I mean, my family can take them, but I don't know if they're gonna give him the treatment he deserves. He kinda looks down. They're kind of too friendly for him.
He's had nothing but the opposite for who knows how long, at least 3 months. 24, 48 hours, just enough until we start going to Waterdeep.
Sure, yeah. That's easy enough. I'll just ask them to be very gentle, I suppose.
Okay. We have to go get my uncle. I left him in the office at the grocery store, so I'm gonna go back there and get him.
Did you want to do that first? Did you want to take Grandpa to the commune first, or did you want to go check out the egg shop first? Because there's a couple. Well,
I think I want to get Grandpa. I probably want to get Uncle first, just so we have all three dealt with. And, like, she'll feel more at ease knowing that they're not a threat anymore. Because right now she's, like, on, like, fight mode versus flight. And fight is, like, she's hyper-focused. She needs all three of them incapacitated. Okay. So, cool. Uncle first. Grandpa is probably a close second, but the three of them need to be dealt with first.
Okay. Like, what if we got the uncle taken care of, brought everybody to the jail?
Yeah.
Right away.
That's what I mean. Like, deal with the citizen's arrest aspect first. Take them to the mayor's. Right. Put them away. So they're out of sight, out of mind, and then she can break down later. But, like, first things first, get them off the table.
Okay.
Completely.
Cool. So, are you guys going to just carry auntie and cousin, like, with you? Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Misty is, like, just kind of hanging out. Like, she walks with you and is, like, just, like, making weird comments about, like, oh, I've never done anything like this before. This is crazy, Aurum. Like, oh my gosh, you're in public? And then, like, Magdalene is just, like, nonverbal.
Good, because I was gonna gag her if she was still screaming.
She's just, like, not talking. But you guys can head back into town. It's, like, a 10-minute walk. It's not super far. Did you want to just go right into the grocery store?
I'm going right to the back. I'm going through the back entrance to the office.
Cool. Yeah, you can definitely do that. He's still passed out. It hasn't even been an hour since you, like, knocked him out. he's still like just laying on the floor. So you don't even have to like make a check. You can just tie him up.
Yeah,
it
I'll
just
tie him
happens. I think like when Magdalene sees him, she give me an insight check. Clover.
Hey, Ego, want to put use to that disc again?
I was really hoping that I would get a moment to come in here and be like, yes, I would like to create a Tensor's floating disc.
You can if you want. That's totally fine.
Every time I get a use out of this spell, I feel so good for taking it.
It's such a good spell.
It's like vindicating. It's so good. You're like, yeah, for everybody that never took this.
I use it so
useful.
much, yeah. 16. I don't get a modifier, so.
Yeah, no, with a 16, like, when she sees her husband Norbin, like, brought out, and he's just like, 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 Aurum or Dawn probably has to just, like, lift him up. He's not heavy. She looks, like, disgusted with him. Like, she is so done with him. Like, there's that moment of, like, clarity in her nonverbal state where she's just like...
I married that?
Yeah, she's, like, pathetic. Vibes. But yeah, so you can tie 3 of them up. You can totally Tensor's disc if you want. I mean, the combined weight of these 3 halflings is probably, like, less than an adult human. So they're not super heavy.
Yeah, I'll get Ego to put it up, because it seems very pertinent right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
That way...
head over...
Yeah. I was gonna say, that way either Aurum or Dawn can carry Grandpa, like, properly. And not have to worry about it.
Yeah, I think Dawn probably doesn't want to have Aurum carrying her decrepit old grandpa. Just because he's very protective over elderly people.
With enough Tensor's floating discs, I can just put them all under his bed and we can just carry him in his bed over.
That is true. Wait, can you do multiple?
Absolutely. Yeah! It does. That's... Guys. Tensor's floating disc.
What? Wait, what?
Tensor's floating disc lasts for... Hold on, I believe it's an hour. Let me double check. Yeah, it lasts for an hour, and it specifically does not say when you create another one that the old one disappears. You can have a little train of Tensor's floating discs.
Can you have a Tensor's floating disc on top of a Tensor's floating disc?
It says that it floats 3 feet above the ground, so they make, but you can make a little train of them, and you can just like put like, yeah.
Well, I don't want him anywhere. Well, until we get rid of them, I don't want them anywhere near him. So, she's putting a wall between them. I don't even want Auntie to look at him. But I do need Boris to like view my. There's a reason why I'm bringing Grandpa. I want Boris to see what they've done.
Okay, yeah. So you can head over to his house. It's in one of like the little neighborhoods that's like outside of town, 5-10 minute walk. And at this point, it is like it's like nighttime now. I want to say we're probably at like we're approaching nighttime. Like we're looking at like maybe 7-8 o'clock.
Okay.
You can see that there's like one light on in his home. You can knock on the door. You hear a little bit of shuffling inside, and then after a moment, you would see where is that? Yeah, you would see Mayor Boris Wheaton. Like I said, he's got like dark hair, olive skin. He's kind of like hulky, but that's like he's not actually like a big brutish guy. He's very gentle. Clover, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, long time no see.
How are you?
Not great. And I really need your help. And I didn't know who else to talk to. You're someone I trust.
Oh, well, thank you.
I need to use your basement as a holding jail for a citizen's arrest, please. And I gesture behind me.
He sees your family like tied up and his eyes widen.
This one is dealing drugs. I don't remember what the drug was called. She would name it because Clover knew what it was.
Blue sand.
Blue sand. She's been dealing and trading and smuggling blue sand. These two have been abusing my grandfather. And I like gesture to my grandfather. I'm like, that's him after we healed him.
Do you wanna why don't you all come in? Is one of you a guard able to watch the Brightheart family? Did you want to bring them in? I just want to get a better understanding of what's going on. That's a pretty serious accusation to make against your family, Clover.
I know.
Well, Misty admitted all of the drugs, the killing of the old lady that ran the chicken house.
Oh yeah, that.
They smuggled the drugs in watermelons, and also, was it cows? Pumpkins?
Yeah, like slaughtered cattle, pumpkins.
Yes, slaughtered cattle, pumpkins, whatever. That's why they make so much business.
I'll have all the evidence needed by the time the Waterdeep Guard get here. But confession is good enough for me.
Can one of you... I think we need to talk, Clover.
Okay. We can talk.
You're all welcome in. And he, like, gestures into his, like, quaint little farmhouse.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Is one of you staying out with the tied up family members, or is everyone?
I say we drag them in.
What Clover says.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll drag him in. I'll definitely, unless he also wants to specifically talk to me, like Gunn is like, I'll watch them.
Okay. Yeah. When you go inside, it's like a very modest farmhouse. The light, it seems like, was on in like the little dining room and kitchenette area. You can see there's like some like what am I trying to say? A little bit of paperwork on the table, as well as some like small like portraits or like little pictures. But he'll take you into the sitting area, and Dawn, like, he'll have you wait in maybe like the entryway there with the bright hearts that you are like guarding. He does want you to bring Grandpa in so that he can like see in light like what is going on. So you can set Grandpa down on the couch there, and he'll look him over. He looks over some of like the wounds and like bruises that Grandpa has, and like gives you a pretty grave look, Clover, and is like, you said you've already healed him?
Yeah. I think she's on the verge of tears as she says that, because it's unfathomable to her.
Mr. Brightheart, it's me, Mayor Boris. I don't know if you remember, but thank you for stopping by. It's very important to me that all of our local families interact with me as the mayor, so thank you. And it's just like kind of like giving him like, because I think Boris probably knows that Grandpa's like a little bit like not all there. And Grandpa's like happy to be like, oh yes, it's good to see you, Mayor, and like all of this stuff. But Boris will like close the door from like the little entryway area, so that Dawn, who is guarding the rest of the Brighthearts, like the Brighthearts can't hear.
Okay.
And he will sit down in like a little rocking chair. There's not like a ton of seating in his house, so you're probably left standing because Grandpa's in like on the couch, and there's like 2 more seats. But he like sits and like pinches the bridge of his nose. All right, so you said drugs, smuggling,
murder.
Yeah.
It was a murder. But the drugs, the smuggling, and the murder were all Misty. I have to make that clear.
I believe you. I do need to have physical evidence of that if I'm going to prove the case to the guard when they come through.
Of course.
There is... Clover.
Yeah.
You've been helpful in the past. I never expected you to be capable of citizens arresting 3 separate people. It's not to say I think you're incapable, but I guess I'm wondering what has changed. I heard that you were involved in some sort of a commotion in town. All of you, actually. I've already had all of your descriptions. People were a little bit shaken up.
Are you asking why I'm not a pushover?
Not at all. I'm asking if you consider yourself capable. You've always been good at dealing with the problems. Anytime I was having issues with paperwork being misfiled, you were capable in that regard. And now I'm seeing that you've arrested someone. I'm wondering, do you consider yourself capable in other ways?
Strangely, yes. Kind of been forced into it. And now there's no one else to protect him, so it has to be me. Who else?
So you want to protect your grandpa?
Of course. What aren't you saying?
I'm not sure when you got back, but I'm sure you've noticed, based on the scuffle that happened in town and in the grocery store, that we have some new visitors.
You mean the crime syndicate that's taken over the town, the Zentarum? Yeah, I'm aware. I was going to ask you about that before I found Grandpa.
Are
they threatening you?
They're not. I want to help. I want to see your family arrested if they've been doing these things that you say they've been doing. And to be honest, please don't share this outside of here, but I believe you. That cousin Misty of yours is foul.
That's being generous, yeah.
I have failed in my duty as mayor of Amphale to protect the people here. I have also failed in my duty as a father to protect my daughter.
I was just going to ask, do they have her? Are they threatening her?
You can see his eyes start getting a little bit watery, and he just nods when you say, do they have her?
How long ago did they take her?
It's been a few months, not long after they showed up. I was planning on reporting to the Watch of Waterdeep the things that I saw happening, the way that these people were showing up and demanding protection payments from the businesses. And they kidnapped Bronwyn. And I don't know what they're going to do to her if I tell the guard what's been happening here. And I don't
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's
I
like
understand.
being mayor and being a father are in conflict, and I've been a little bit frozen. I don't know.
Boris,
I don't know where she is.
I will find her. I will find her. And I will make them pay for everything. I'm asking a big ask for you to hold them until I get this settled. But I'm going to root them out from their core. And they will not have a hold on you or any of us. I will find her. And they won't know it came from you. They already pissed me off long before then.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, I forgot how good she is at persuasion, honey. 29.
Oh my god. He sits for a second, just has like his hands on his knees and like his head kind of hanging, like just thinking about it. All right. I believe you.
You
don't know
know
what it
I
is.
adore that little girl. I adore her.
Yeah. There's something about the way that you're talking now that makes me think you could actually stop them. Do you want to be mayor?
That's a
I'm
lot.
so tired.
How about we revisit it when everybody's safe?
Yeah.
You've got a lot going on right now. And you
Yeah.
are a good father. This is not your fault.
Yeah, we can put them in the basement. Let me go grab a couple strong folks from town, just so that we have a guard presence on it. I don't want someone coming around trying to break them out.
Okay.
And I think I need to talk to some of the other business owners.
I think I
because
also have... Sorry, let me find it. I'm pretty sure I have like a warding thing from the Ring of Spell Storing that it came with. Warding glyph of warding.
Oh.
That I might be able to put on the door.
Yeah, you can totally do that. I'm gonna... If you want to get them set up down there, I'm gonna run over to the flagon.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab a couple folks. I'm gonna get some of the business owners, because we might need to hole up together.
Okay.
None of us have been capable of dealing with any of these people on our own, but if this situation is how you've described it, I don't think we have a choice anymore.
Well, we're gonna go get the evidence, and I'm pretty sure the evidence are at my family's businesses. So at the very minimum, I'm getting them out of there, and then the rest of the town will follow.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's get them set up in the holding cell down there.
Okay.
And he will take you down to like the basement. There is like some extra locks on the basement door. But again, like it's this dude's house, and he'll walk you down there. There is a holding cell. It's like literally a singular cell. Like the bars are rusted. It doesn't get used often because there's Amphail. Nothing happens in Amphail. But you can put the family in there, lock them up, and he will walk with you guys if unless there's anything else you want to do at his home. He'll go into town with you and then like split off to head to the Staghorn Flagon, which is where like everybody spends their time in the evenings.
Mm-hmm. Just checking something.
Can I look at the pictures? Are they like? Can I just like take a little peek real quick? I just want to see the child in question. Saoirse's never seen a child before she came here, so she's like,
Yeah.
"What does child look like?"
Yeah. So there's there's 3 different pictures that are on the table. You would see one is a picture of a younger looking Boris with a woman who appears to have like brown hair that's kind of like long and loose. She definitely has like the kind of tan skin and freckles and simple clothing that you have come to recognize as being like common attire amongst like the people here. That like very classic, like she looks like a farm girl. And it appears that the 2 of them are like in an embrace. This is probably like some sort of like a wedding photo or like a portrait, rather. There is one of the 2 of them slightly older. The wife is seated, and you can see she definitely looks a little bit thinner in the picture, but she's holding in her arms like a little baby that's swaddled up who has like a shock of dark hair on her head. And then the 3rd picture is like a little portrait done of a young girl who's like maybe 8 years old, again in like kind of simple clothing, but she's holding like a little like a horse stuffed animal in the portrait and is like giving like a shy grin, and she has like her dark hair the exact same shade as Boris in like long braids with like simple little bows at the end, and she's just like seated in like a chair that's much too big for her.
Gave me exactly what Saoirse was looking for. Saoirse's gonna craft a bunch of little glass horses in different like styles and colors, and then just like set them on the table next to the pictures.
Yeah, for sure. You can totally do that. Cool. So, I believe the next thing to do, the family has been arrested. Boris will head with you into town. Are you going to the chicken shop or the grocery store?
I think first I'm going to go to the grocery store to get the books.
Mm-hmm.
From the grocery store at minimum for like the drug stuff.
Yeah. And you can like grab them and pass them off to
Boris?
Yeah, because he's like in town right now. You can just stop into the Staghorn Flagon, which is poppin'. There's every farmer, every rancher, they're all in here. And they're kind of like spooked when you guys walk in, and like a path kind of like opens up. But as you go and talk to Boris and like hand him these things, like some of the people, like he like is like, it's okay. People start to like relax. So yeah, that is easy enough.
Okay. So I will turn to the party because Clover is now kind of coming down off the adrenaline. Do we need to rest? I don't want to force things. I don't want you to get hurt too because I'm angry.
I'm ready to go to the chicken coop.
I think we should go before they have the chance to do something that we don't want them to do. And then we can rest after.
Okay. And I guess we're going to the chicken coop. A hen house.
Okay. Yeah.
I got spell slots. I got spell slots, girl.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I got a sword.
I only used my 5th level because that was Bigby's hand, and I demolished the house. So
That was fine.
I'm down a few, but I should be good for this.
You're
It's just
a
not,
sorcerer.
a big like battle that I would probably have some trouble with.
Yeah. You're a sorcerer right now. You have more than 2 spell slots. So
that is true. I have more than 2 spell slots. I have mage armor on. And aside from that, the only spell I use is Bigby's hand. So I have every other spell slot available. Clover's ready to go in at like full blazes, but she's like realizing like she's asking a lot of you, so she had to like take a moment and be like, this isn't just about me right now. But I will lead.
Don is armored up. He's pretty much at full HP and stuff.
Okay. Just checking.
So.
I got Jamie.
And I want to get these guys out of my town.
Blowy.
Just remember I left my other one in my room. So we're gonna go fuck shit up at the hen house.
Slay. What's your approach going to the hen house? Like, are you trying to be sneaky about it? Are you barging in? Front door? Back door? Through the chicken coop? I mean, you can't really... If you bust open the walls, you could go through the chicken coop.
I'm going to be honest. Aurum is really protective of children. And I let one of those people go earlier to be respectful. So Aurum is very upset.
Mm-hmm. Clover too.
So
knowing that
Aurum
she's
is
now...
Aurum's
front door?
Rage kick the front door down.
Yeah, honestly, I think Clover tries to rage kick the front door, but it's all Aurum.
Okay. Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Can I give him advantage? Or no?
Sure.
Not at all.
That's 14 plus 9.
23.
23.
Yeah, the door goes like flying off its hinges. So just for like a brief explainer, although the wares of this shop have like clearly remained the same, it's still an egg and fowl store. The shop interior, there's a couple things I have to skip over here because we're not going, the fight has already happened.
Right.
Outside. But so the shop interior has been expanded and coated top to bottom in fresh paint. The smell of potpourri battles with the stink of chicken droppings in your nose to an almost overwhelming degree. And you can see... nope. You don't see anything. What's everyone's passive perception? Does anyone have over 15?
I have a 14.
My passive is an 18. Yeah.
17.
Okay, so if your passive is over a 15, as you kick the door down, you hear voices going like, shit, fuck, hurry, and like some shuffling, but it's like people trying to be stealthy and sneaky, coming from like the back room.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
I'm walking
Yeah, you don't hear
straight towards the back room. Is there another door?
I follow Aurum.
Yeah, you have to go like around the counter, and then there is like another door kind of behind. That's like kind of why it was hard to hear, aside from those of you who are very perceptive, because it's like a little bit muffled. But you can push that door right open. Let's see. As you open that door, you would see three individuals who are mostly familiar. There's the half-orc man that you guys like borderline killed and then handed off to the squirrely gnomish guy who is also here, and the two of them headed over to the egg shop. And if you, as you recall, you did see that there was like this orange-skinned tiefling woman who like took them in. You would see all three of these individuals are currently like doing different things in this room. The orc is probably like at the safe right now, just like grabbing a bunch of like smaller bags and things and shoving them into his bags. And the gnome and the tiefling were like gathering papers at a desk. And they like see the group of you, and they turn and start running to the back door. Are you guys attacking?
Yes.
So we're gonna do initiative.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll attack.
Yeah, we're super fighting. Okay, cool.
It's a guns out experience. All right.
Cool. Let me grab some thugs.
I was like, you know, these like we're being bad guys, and then they kidnap children. Can't kidnap. Cool. Can't do that.
Some thugs. Oh snap! Thugs rolled good.
Okay, here we go. Let me see. My
Natural
dexterity
one.
normally isn't. Oh, let me take myself over here.
You already rolled. I'll roll.
Yeah, let me.
That's average.
Natural one. Yeah, ego is just like not.
That is not what I rolled. I rolled
not
way better.
Ego
than
is
that.
like not on real world problems.
Why it didn't populate your turn on there.
Can you give token
I can-
on the order?
I don't think I had my token selected when I rolled it.
Yeah,
which
you
is
gotta
why it
select
didn't
your
populate
token.
me in there.
Hold on, let me. What do you need, Jamie?
I need a token on the order.
Add turn. Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
And Saoirse, add turn.
Are we using this map? Should I bring us over to map on display? Overview?
We're not using the map. This is
Okay.
gonna be like theater of the mind. This is like an office space. Like
Yeah.
it's really enclosed.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna be.
Won't bother.
This one. This one, you have this, and that. And add turn. Terrible. Off. Okay. Sort. Okay. Aurum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. Clover, you are up first with a 19.
Okay. Who has the papers?
The papers are the gnomish guy and the tiefling woman.
And they're
The orc
towards.
is at a safe.
Okay. I'm going. Because I need to stop them. I need that information. So I'm going to put my hand on Dawn's forearm because I can't reach his shoulder. And if you're willing, I'm going to dimension us right in front of them, so they can't. They have to either go towards our party or go towards us.
Yeah.
So I cast Dimension Door, and I take me and Dawn and land in front of the two that are trying to flee.
Okay, did you want... Well, so this is not a huge space. Did you want a Dimension Door right next to them, or are you trying to block the back door entrance? Because there's the door out from the office into the shop, and you would know that there's a back door that leads out. It's basically like the employee entrance.
And that's where they're going, right?
Saoirse's already heading for the back door. So.
Okay. So then you can just, if you want a Dimension Door right up next to them, you can totally do that.
Yeah, I think I want to be right up next to them, so we get a tax of opportunity if they try to run, I guess.
Okay.
I want to be in their space. Wherever they're turning to go, that's where we arrive.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Anything else with your turn?
I have to roll for wild magic. 16.
I think that's fine. I think you're
I
just.
think that's fine.
I think it's like a nat 1 will cause a surge. Cool.
And then bonus action. Do I have anything? How many points do I have? That's gonna be my turn for now, I think. I'm gonna hold off on points.
Okay. With that, it will be the gnome and the half-orc gentleman. So the gnome is holding all these papers and things, and is getting ready to run to the back door. And then you and Don are just right there next to him. And he looks up. He's like, "Oh, you're a bright heart, right? We're all good. We don't need." Oh, you look murderous. Run away! He's gonna let's see. He's gonna do. Let me just check the wording of one thing really quick. He's gonna take the disengage action, and he's going to, because he's trying to get out of here. He doesn't. Yeah. This is a tiny man. He does not want to fight. So he is bouncing on both feet, and is like, "I'm going this way. I'm going that way," and runs. And he starts running to the back door. Obviously, he can't really take a dash action because he's taking a disengage action. So with his movement, we'll say he is able to get to the back door, but not out it. He is just outside of your range, though. It's gonna be kind of loosey goosey because we're just the minding this.
Okay.
But so he will move. The half orc, sees that Dawn is there near the door and is just filled with abject fear. So he is going to stop grabbing all of these money pouches. He's going to take his mace and he's going to smash out one of the windows of the office.
Bro, they do not want to fuck with us.
He's going to start. No, you guys literally obliterated them. You beat them so hard and then threateningly lightning bolted them. They are freaked out by you guys. These are CR 1/2 dudes. So he's gonna smash out the glass and is starting to try to climb out of it. Let me just give him an acrobatics check. That's a natural 3. So he slips as he's trying to get his leg up and out and cuts his whole knee open.
Sir!
And he has blood on his hands. He's like, "Oh shit!" Ah! And is not a happy camper, not having a good time. Saoirse, it's your turn.
So as kind of we were approaching and we saw people were moving and doing stuff, Saoirse immediately was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go head around back." So she's already in motion, heading out the door. I want to go as far as I can get towards the back door. And then I'm going to summon a bear in front of the back door.
Jesus.
Is that the same spell that you used to cast the 30 rats and 2 magpies?
Nope, different spell. This one's called Summon Beast.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, Boris is also the name of my favorite bear back home, so I'm gonna summon a bear."
Bring Boris
but this
into
is
the
not
frame.
Boris. This is
different
not Boris. This
Aww.
is a polar bear with black claws.
Okay.
Very similar to the polar bear we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a moment of that's not what I ordered. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Saoirse's face, but she's like, "Whatever, attack."
You can get pretty close to the back door, so if you want to
open the door, and just have a bear waiting for this man at the front door or at the back door, or do we just wait and let him open it himself and see the bear?
I mean, that's your choice. If you want to open it, you totally can.
I think it's funny if you let him open it. It's the bear face.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want peak comedy, you can just have a bear there. Nobody in Amville has ever seen a polar bear, guys.
No, yeah. Well, he's just sitting there chilling. She's like, "If anyone tries to leave, kill it."
Alrighty. The bear just nods and grunts. Anything else with your turn?
He'll just hold his action. That is my action and movement, so I think that's good for me. And then the bear will just hold his action.
Yeah, to attack anyone who tries to run out. Dawn, you're up. And a little gnome has run away, but there's a tiefling woman that's still there.
I'll look at Clover to see what she wants to do, because it's I can either go grab the gnome and you handle the tiefling, or I can handle the tiefling and you grab the gnome.
Good question. Because I don't know. I feel like she'll handle the gnome, because even though he's going at a distance, I have spells with distance. You're right in melee with the person that I wanted you to be in melee with, so she'll indicate that one's yours, I got that one.
Alright, so he's gonna turn towards the tiefling woman and he's going to say, "Want to just kindly give up?"
listen, I don't want any shit. You can just let us go, and you can pretend that we were never here, and we won't bother you if you don't bother us.
The thing is, you have things that we want. So it's either you cooperate and then get let go, or I beat the shit out of you.
So I'm dead either way.
Guess so.
And she like pulls out like a short sword and is like, then I'm not gonna go down without a fight, and like spits at your feet.
Alright, and he's just gonna he's gonna flip the short sword in his hand and he's gonna swing it, and
go for it.
She's not gonna be in for a fun time.
Not at all.
Non-lethally. I'm doing it non-lethally because he does not want to scar a pretty face. Ooh, the first attack does miss. I only got a 12.
That's her AC.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
These are the main people running the show in like middle of nowhere. Amphail are like max CR 1/2 to 1. Like they're very easy to hit.
So he's not really messing with her. I am going to burn a level 1 smite.
Oh my god.
And then I also need her to make a strength saving throw because I'm also going to ensnaring strike her.
Oh my god.
Because he's just trying to restrain her as fast as possible. So he's like, I'm either gonna knock you out or I'm going to tie you up.
12.
So I'm gonna, yeah. So let me roll this damage because she's gonna take 1d8 slashing.
Okay.
She's gonna take.
She doesn't have any resistances, so you can just give me the total damage.
Okay. So it's gonna be 9, 12, 13, and then the d6 is 4. She's gonna take 17 damage total. And he literally just says, sorry about this, and he just like hits her in the side with the flat of the blade, and as she goes spinning, these like vines sprout up from the ground and like wrap her up until she's like cocooned, essentially. Just standing in her spot. And he's going to say, like I said, not trying to kill anybody. It's nothing personal.
Is she restrained?
She
is.
Let's see. Yeah, for the spell, she is. Yeah, she's restrained by the magical vines until and she will take a d6 piercing damage at the start of her turn. Okay. They can use their action to make a strength check against my spell save DC. On a success, they are freed.
Okay. Anything else with your turn?
Let's see. That was my action and bonus action, and he's just going to stand there with like a hand on his hip, and his sword pointed at her. Just like, I feel like there's like there's like the pity that you have for someone that you like genuinely don't like. Like, I'm just trying to make this as painless as possible. Please don't try me.
Yeah, you're like, come on now. For sure.
That will be my turn.
So you said that she has to use an action to try to do another strength. Is it a strength saving throw?
Yeah, it's an action for, I think, a strength check against the spell save.
Okay. It's her turn now, so she's gonna try to do that.
Okay.
She's probably not gonna be successful at it. 9.
Nope. Also,
so
she's gonna
just, like, wriggling, trying to break out.
Yeah, and she's going to take out the start of well, there goes that d6. at the start of her turn, she's going to take 5 more piercing damage as, like, it starts essentially squeezing her, but I feel like it's not, like, trying to, like, strangle her or anything. She can feel, like, magic sapping her will to fight as it, like, tightens around her.
Yeah, for sure.
And,
she's not looking good at all. She looks pretty close to going night-night. So that's her turn. Aurum, you're up with Ego on deck, then back to Clover.
Is the guy that tried to go out the window prone, or is he just...
He did not one, so I'm not going to say that he's prone. However, because he did roll a 3, he was not able to, like, get out of the window. So he's just, like, standing there bleeding, trying to climb out again.
He is my regret, so I'm going to close the distance to him.
Oh boy, okay. Oh yeah, he
not...
sees you coming and he's like, ah! It's like, hey, we can work this out!
I draw the line at children. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that's super gonna hit.
So that's 13 points of damage for the first punch.
Okay.
Try to hit him again. Gosh, I'm rolling real bad tonight.
You're looking to beat an 11.
Yeah, that's a 19.
That will hit.
I have to nat one to not.
Yeah, they're very low AC.
Another 13 points of damage.
Okay, he is also looking pretty close to going night-night. You just, like, 1, 2, like, you hear his jaw crack and see teeth fly out of his mouth. And then with, like, the second punch, like, right in the gut, he, like, hunches over and, like, clearly, like, the air has been knocked out of him and he's, like, wobbling.
I'm gonna bonus action punch him.
Are you being lethal or non-lethal?
Can I
Clover
be
has-
non-lethal but still try to, like, break bones?
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
That's
Clover hasn't
bludgeoning damage,
indicated
baby.
which way to go. She's not stopping you if you kill these guys.
I'm not trying to kill him, but I'm not quite holding back my strength.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can hurt him without killing him. That's the whole point of non-lethal. Like, you can still break bones if you want.
Perfect. Yeah, that's like a 28.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Do you do more than 6 damage?
I do 14 damage.
Okay, he's unconscious.
I
how do you want to do that?
I punch him the first time in the stomach, he bends over. I punch him, like, uppercut, so he, like, lifts his head back up. And then I'm just gonna come from, like, a hammer to the shoulder.
Ooh.
To, like, try to break, like, his shoulder bone.
Oh my god, yeah, that's gonna hurt. You definitely hear, like, a crack, and you can see the shoulder, like, pop out of the socket. And he, like, just topples over on the ground and is, like, groaning and just, like, laying there unconscious. So that guy is gone.
And then I'm gonna go posture on the little guy, too. I'm just gonna go stand over.
Yeah, when, your passive's over 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's peeing himself. He's, like, actively pissing as you, like, boom,
This
boom,
is like the second
boom,
time
this
this has
guy.
happened.
Victoria, are you Hideo Kojima?
Your lays are literally CR 1/2 to 1, like, they have, like, 30 hit points, and you guys are, like, one of their tougher guys just got 1, 2, 3 KO'd from full to death, to unconscious, by a single dude who is now, like, coming up to, like, he's scared! So he sees you coming and just, yeah, he just tinkles.
Perfect.
Ego, what would you like to do? There's a gnome trying to run away, and there's a tiefling about to pass out from being crushed by plants.
Dawn already has the tiefling taken care of, and I'm gonna be honest with you, me, Ink, is gonna possess Ego in this moment because I hate gnomes. I really hate them.
You hate gnomes, oh my god.
Ego, I don't think that Ego has control of their magic, but I don't, I think we talked about how magic we can't really be non-lethal with.
Right.
Yeah.
These people are just too weak. So Ego is going to sigh, and I'm gonna take out the sentient slingshot that I got back in the castle.
Oh yeah, the one that has like a inferiority complex about Snickersnack.
Yes. And Ego's going to be like, I don't want you to kill this person, okay? And I reach into my bag and I just get I have 8
you have rocks.
sling bullets left. I was gonna say I have 8 sling. They're sling bullets. They're like actual little like metal balls.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
But I'll just
go for the kneecaps. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna just get the gnome's got big stupid heads. I'm gonna.
He does have a big stupid head.
I'm sorry to anyone out there that likes gnomes. I
can't stand gnomes, so I'm perfectly okay
in
with
my
this.
world. I made gnomes a subrace of halflings. Like I erased them as like an original, like unique race. Anyway,
God.
yeah, I'm going to slingshot the gnome that's running away in the back of the head, or try to. We'll see if I roll a natural one.
Yeah.
It's a 4, but that makes it a 12.
That's gonna hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, just as a note, all of those sentient magic items, after they heard you guys talk about Snickersnack, basically lost their sentience after like feeling insecure. So they pretty much just like killed
get Snickersnack. Yeah. Okay.
They did like basically like kill themselves.
Oh fuck.
They all killed themselves off camera. Anyway, minimum damage 5.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm a blade singer wizard. I have extra attack.
Get him.
Second shot.
Just need to be in
25 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah. For another 5. Minimum damage on both.
Yeah. So you can get him once, like, in the head. The second one, you get him in the kneecap. This gnome is just, like, screaming at the top of his lungs. He's like, please stop! Stop.
I don't even think like you. As they're squeaking and running away, Ego, like, because it's like it's a proper war sling, so it's got that like real. It's like,
yeah.
And Ego's like, I don't like you.
You can tell.
As I get him in like you said the kneecap for the second shot.
Yeah.
I should have.
Anything else? That would have been. Oh my god, that would have been so funny. You can if you want. If you want to spend the spell slot, I'll let you. This is you guys are like. I think we all know what's going to happen to these people. So if you want to spend the spell slot to hex him and do the extra damage retroactively, like I will allow it here.
No, that because technically it would be magic and it technically would kill them. So I'm just gonna. Nah, I'm good. Okay. Ego's not really. It's not to say that Ego doesn't care about what these horrible people are doing to our town, but like Ego's definitely disillusioned with like, we're not fighting great and powerful creatures in a whimsical Yeah, Ego's like, oh my god, it's just like they're just like bullies. Yeah. So Ego's like, I don't want to use my awesome and cool powers.
Yeah.
They don't deserve to die by your dark magic. It hungers for something greater. Awesome. Cool. Then we're back up to Clover. Saoirse's on deck with Dawn and Wings.
I think Clover is like fighting to not use her magic. Like you see like the remnants of like her Claws of Darkness cantrip like beginning to like form on her fingers. And she like shakes it, does that like breaks a fist, opens it again, grabs her light crossbow, and takes aim at his hamstrings.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom saving throw really quick.
Boy.
Oh boy. Oh no.
4.
A 4. Okay.
0.
Okay, yeah, so the part of you that is connected to Sam's magic is fed by like raw, pure, strong emotion, and you are feeling a raw, pure, strong emotion right now. You are like, I don't know that you're capable of being like, I'm gonna aim for his leg, because the feelings begin to like bubble up and overwhelm you. And like it's getting really, really hard to not use the claws right now. So if you shoot at him, it's at disadvantage.
But if I use my claws, it's normal?
Yes. You like are like filled with this like, I need to fucking kill these people. Like
Okay.
Like you're mad. You think of Grandpa, you think of what your family did, what these people have done to Boris's daughter, like, and you're just like overwhelmed by it.
Then
Clover may take another victim.
yeah, like
Murder!
I feel like her hand is on, like she has the intention to be like, no, like do the right thing, and then the darkness kind of like seeps up, kind of like a black hole, like swallowing something, and she takes 2 strides forward, so she's within 10 feet, and I'm gonna use the Claws of Darkness on this creature, on this gnome.
Do it. Yeah, fuck him up.
God.
So that's a 17.
That's surely gonna hit.
That is 8 damage, cold.
Okay. Yeah, so you're this like shadowy like claw casts out from you and just like rakes across this gnome's like face. Like probably down his face, down his neck, and like it doesn't bleed because the wound instantly like freezes over, and some of the flesh just on like the sides of the scratch marks begins to get like almost like frostbite, like blackening on them.
Definitely frostbite.
And this gnome like screams out in agony, and this little part of you that had gained control in the moment feels a deep sense of malicious joy and satisfaction at this man's pain.
Okay, that's my turn.
Oh no.
Saoirse, you are up. So far, you can hear that there's like screaming, commotion, breaking glass, like bodies hitting the ground.
Like, I mean, Saoirse, her passive perception is high enough. I'm pretty sure she's like, none of the screaming are my friends. So honestly, like, it seems like things are going well.
That's great to me.
Yeah, like, and my job currently is to guard this door and make sure that nobody escapes. So I think she's just gonna kind of sit here. I think mostly she's just like staring at the bear and trying to decide if it is him or if it is just a polar bear because of him and why. And like she's deeply analyzing the polar bear situation at the moment. And he's just holding his action in case somebody decides to try and escape.
The polar bear is like holding his action, but is also kind of like sniffing around and like pawing at the ground with his like long black claws. And like I think like he's snuffling around and like making those like little bear grunts where they're like "Meh," and like finds a rotten egg like somewhere near the back and just starts like eating it.
Probably. It's probably not him. It's just a bear.
It's probably fine. This is fine.
It's fine. He's just a polar bear because he's a polar bear. Maybe I'm feeling more wintry than I thought I was. It's fine.
If only Dawn's sisters were here to make
fun
of you.
Oh my god!
Anything else with your turn?
No. I think we're good.
All right, Dawn, you are up, and then then it's the tiefling's turn, and then Aurum and Eco.
Yeah. He says, "Last chance."
You're
the
so
tiefling
nice.
Woman.
Yeah.
She's like desperately wriggling, just like, okay, I get it. Funny joke. Please let me out. I can feel something happening. It really hurts. I think my ribs are breaking.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get strangled by vines. So you give up?
Please don't kill me.
I really don't want to. Do
And she's
you
still like,
concede?
just let me go.
He like sighs and he says, "That's not conceding," and then he'll just clock her in the side of the head with the hilt of the blade.
Yeah, roll an attack. You're looking to beat a 12.
It's 17 on the die.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna take a good old 8. Basically bludgeoning damage.
Okay. She falls unconscious. I feel like you see her body go like limp, but like the plants have such a tight hold on her that she's like still kind of like vertical.
Yeah, and he's going to essentially drop concentration on the spell right after he hits her, so they unravel to like let her down on the ground gently.
Yeah. And the plants will lay her on the ground. She's just like out.
Yep. And he says, "God, criminals never know when to give up." I'm gonna look around. Is there anyone else I can see?
Just the gnome. Peeing
did
himself
he move
and...
from last time, or?
Oh,
like,
you know
is
what? Spot.
He's probably
you know
not
what?
within.
I forgot to give him a turn because I accidentally deleted after the half orc got out. I deleted his token from the turn order, but that was also the gnome, so he technically should have taken a turn. He is trying to. He probably like on his turn tries to disengage again, opens the door, sees the bear, and just instantly closes it again.
So he's just standing there.
He's just like, I think he just like is so, he's like in shock.
I'm gonna just walk over and grapple him.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
The number he has to beat is 24.
Yeah, you rolled a 7. So you can grapple him.
Yeah, he just walks over and like just picks him up off the ground and is dangling him.
You're just like, yeah, pick him up by the scruff. He's like, oh God, please let me go. I don't want to die. Why is there a giant white bear out there?
You fucked with the wrong guys. We have questions and you have answers.
I don't know anything, I swear.
Let's cooperate.
Otherwise, we'll hand you over to our fairy princess and her bear.
My God. You guys can give me either one of you an intimidation check with advantage, or each of you can roll an intimidation check if you would like.
I have a +5.
I also have a +5.
I
So
will
each roll.
I'll just roll.
You can also roll, Aurum. You know what? Everyone give me intimidation on this man. Let's just see like how far we can break him psychologically.
18.
Dirty 20.
17. Not good.
You need to beat a 15. He's not very mentally like strong right now. So yeah. That he's like, I think he, with 3 of you getting over 15, like he just like goes limp and like looks very defeated. And is still like clutching onto these papers that are definitely like getting pee on them.
No. I take the no pee.
I can't help it. It's just coming out.
I just don't give me the paper. I'm gonna take the paper. Gross.
With
prestidigitation help, please.
Everybody has been neutralized one way or another. So that. Yeah, you have this gnome like grappled. There's like rope in the shop if you want to tie him up. You can do that easily. You could probably stick him in like a chicken cage.
No.
He's a gnome. He's small.
Yep. I'm gonna tie the tiefling girl up too, and after I've sufficiently, well, first I want to de-arm her of weapons, not her arms.
She's got a short sword and a dagger.
Yeah. And then I want to tie her up, and only after I've tied her up, I will give her 1 point of lay on hands, so she has 1 hit point.
She will, gasp back to life and immediately, winces because some of her ribs have been, cracked and broken.
Rise and shine, beautiful.
What do you want? You should have just killed me.
Why are you so excited to die? We just want information and those papers that you had.
Yeah, I'm collecting all the papers, anything that was from the safe. I'm gathering that all in one spot. That's what Clover's focused on right now. She's trying to get evidence.
I think the gnome will, pipe up from wherever you, restrained him. Listen, it's not that we're eager to die or anything. It's just that, what are you guys gonna do with these papers by chance?
Technically, I own them.
What?
Clover Brightheart, nice to meet you.
Well, yeah, I knew you were a Brightheart, but you don't own the business.
I will soon.
I mean, if you want to take over the Enterprise, we'd be more than happy to negotiate with you. Just let us go.
Who's your boss?
A guy.
I will kill you if you don't give her answers.
Based on the intimidation checks that you guys had from before, I think he balks at that and is like, his name's Davil Starsong.
Oh my god.
I look at Dawn.
He's kind of pretty high up in the Zentarum pecking order in Waterdeep.
Is he the one kidnapping children too?
He didn't kidnap any children.
Who took
That was somebody else.
Who took her?
So technically, somebody named Thorvin took her, but if you want to get more broad about it, the Zentarum took her.
Where is she now?
She's in Waterdeep, right?
Yeah, she's in Waterdeep. And the tiefling is are you serious? Shut up! And the gnome is alright, listen, trustworthy, we're dead either way. I would rather be in a jail cell where I'm protected from getting killed than trying to go back to the hideout and getting killed for failing to set up the operation here. And
That's
the
very
tiefling
smart
just
of you.
sighs.
So you say the Zentarum took her, right? Who? They're a person? Persons?
Well, like I said, technically a guy named Thorfinn was the one who kidnapped her. I cannot confirm or deny who gave those orders because I don't know because I'm not the kidnapper. But it was for the Zentarum to keep the mayor quiet.
Well, if I had to guess, it would be this Darvel, whatever his name was.
Davil. Davil.
Yeah. Davil.
Yeah. Do you know where they took her? Outside of, Waterdeep, but do you know where?
To be honest, not particularly. They kind of sent some of us here to, oversee this operation. I know they took her to Waterdeep. I don't really know where. There's a lot of places that could be.
Hey.
Have you ever kidnapped children before?
No. I've gotten into some tussles with some kids, alright? They see me and they think they can take me on because I'm a gnome. And you know what? These hands are equal opportunity. I don't care if it's man, woman, or child. If somebody wants to fight me, I'm gonna fight them right back.
You would fight children because you'd need to take on someone your own size.
Well, yeah, I'm 2 feet tall. All right, I'm a gnome.
Disgusting.
You know what? Fighting kids
I
is
say
harder
this like
than it sounds.
Ego's
Right?
but Ego's also the size of a child.
Just think I'm like,
Everybody here is short.
I'm also the size of a child, so I also can kind of relate.
I'm 7 feet tall. Okay.
Aurum's tall too. Aurum's pretty tall.
I just need viewers to know that Ego's not being racist. Ego just also hates other short people. This is just short people business.
Facts.
Listen, kids are surprisingly tough and wily, alright? They bite! They don't play fair! So neither do I.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know where they took her. That's a completely separate business to keep the mayor quiet. I'm just here to help run the grocery store.
Is that all this is about? Is the grocery store and the Fowlery? Like, why Amphail? Why our business?
Listen, I don't get paid to ask those kinds of questions. I just get paid to do my work and shut up and not ask questions.
Basically, you're useless for anything that isn't grunt work. Clearly. Judging by your previous showing.
Guys, we're not going to make any progress here until we find this Dabble Star Song guy.
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna find him here. He wouldn't be caught dead in a podunk town like this beyond necessary business.
So it sounds like he wouldn't come to help you.
Wait, what did you say?
Ego said so he wouldn't come to help you.
Well, probably not. He might send somebody to kill me, though.
We're not trying to kill people yet.
No, but he
No,
might
but
send
Dabble
someone
would
to
send-
kill them to shut them up. Considering their failures and liabilities.
What's the best way to get in contact with this Dabble? We just want to
Look.
talk.
Do you realize how much trouble I am signing my own, death warrant here by telling you all this?
Yes, but either way, you're in potential of serious harm or death. But if you go our way, you at least have a semblance of a chance. You have hope.
Could I maybe get can you try to talk to the mayor about lightening my sentence? If I talk?
Protection is, I feel, a valid thing to ask for. So yes, I will offer to get you extended protections. I don't want you to die.
Well, then you shouldn't have attacked us and tied us all up.
You shouldn't have decided to take over the town that we lived in.
You weren't here! We've been here for months and it's been fine. Business as usual, bringing in a tidy profit.
I was born here. You don't get to say you weren't, you're not part of this town. I was born here.
You
Pump the
don't get
brakes.
to take a dragon's treasure just because it left for the evening.
Well,
Kinda.
He's usually at the yawning portal. And the tiefling is like, shut up!
Can we knock the tiefling out? The tiefling isn't helping.
No. Not really in the business of brutalizing people just because they're unhelpful.
So he hangs out in a magical portal.
No,
Where is it?
No, it's a tavern.
It's a
Near the
tavern.
yawning portal because it has
It's like-
a hole sort of like in it that goes down into some dungeon or something. I've never been.
It's only the most famous tavern in all of Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. Got it. Okay. So we know where he is. So let's finish our business here at home and then let's go to Waterdeep. You can take us there whenever.
How many more are there of the Zentarum here?
There's usually about, well, there was about, 12 to 15 people in town. Gonna be honest, most of them ran off. Cause, grunt work and all. And, casts a rude glance at Dawn. There were another 5 or 10 that have been liberating assets and changing minds of people attempting to go to Golden Fields, just to make sure that the paladins didn't come knocking. So, 20, 30 total. But at this point, the three of us here, 10 on the road.
They all most likely left, and those, some of them might be making their way back to Waterdeep to try to let Dabble know what's happening. But we still have a few days to beat them there.
And they're coming.
We will beat them there. I just need to pick up something from home, and then we can go.
Okay.
Well, we'll be taking you to jail now.
This poor mayor.
The gnome will hang his head and is just resigned to his fate. The tiefling woman is vaguely compliant. The half-orc man is unconscious. So you can put up another 10 floating disc if you'd like.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll start drawing. I start drawing runes around his body to be able to make it underneath him.
I'm gonna start looking at the documents and stuff that they were trying to take.
Yeah. So when you look at the documents and some of the books here that they were trying to get out, there is another logbook, and this time it isn't 3 billion pumpkins and watermelons. This time it's specific logs of what you would assume to be are smuggled goods, because they have sand, which would be the blue sand, weapons. This side of the business, they were keeping the log of the things being smuggled. So you have that information, and it's a variety of stuff. There's probably drugs, weapons.
Do I have
monsters.
the start and the end points on where these products are going? Or where they received them from, not necessarily where they're from, but
So there is additional notations next to the quantities and names of the items, but it's written in a way that makes absolutely no sense.
Okay. Probably thieves can't.
Yeah, and they also there's a couple papers that are logging different monetary amounts, and basically are the financial cover-up for money laundering. So you, based on all the things that you've seen from the different businesses, you get the sense that the grocery store was the smuggling side of things, and then a lot of the money laundering of them needing to clean up funds and stuff was being done through the egg business, so they were keeping them separated.
God. Okay.
So you see some papers of how they were like moving the funds around and like what they were attributing them to, like the different losses and things. You would also find, there's a couple like standard papers, like logs of egg production, shipping manifests, receipts for like building renovations. You would find like a couple notes about like reducing the size of the coop, and trying to, and like ways that they were thinking of trying to like increase egg production. You would also find documents of sale of the Brightheart family purchasing the business. And it is signed Yoshi Brightheart, so your grandpa. And you would find a couple letters or like notes that look like gibberish.
Cool. Okay.
I'm probably gonna separate some of that and keep some of it in my bag of holding, but give most of it over to Boris. Like the weird notes, I feel like Clover's gonna hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get a cipher last?
We did.
time?
Yeah, we did.
Cipher.
Who has
of
it?
The gibberish.
Does Ego have it?
Yeah, you wanted me to try and decipher it.
Okay, so I'll
But
hand you the
I
gibberish.
don't have any like special. Yeah, that's just like we've been going from place to place, so Ego hasn't actually gotten time to sit down and try and break it.
Well, the cipher is like already decoded. It's just you haven't had anything to decode.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got the cipher key. Yeah,
you
you
got
got
the key.
but you don't have any. Yeah, so
so we can see. I can
can
like
hand
to
those
see
to
if
you.
this gibberish. Yeah, let me see if this gibberish is unscrambled if I use the cipher key.
Yeah, so you think you could. It's going to take time, just because, like, some of these notes, they're written in, like, a very fine hand, but there is, like, a lot of information being conveyed, so you're going to have to take, like, time to decode them. It's not going to be an instantaneous process.
Yeah, okay. When we get a chance to sit down, I can
That's fine.
take a look at it, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what's the next step then? I heard back when we were with Don's family, people have been going out to my house, my mom's house, but they've been hearing and seeing things, dark things. I think that she might have gone back there.
Oh boy.
And with everything else that's going on, I can't, I can't go back to Waterdeep if I know that she's there. But I also don't want to go home alone. But it's a walk.
Okay. Why don't we finish up a few things tonight, take a sleep, and we handle it in the morning? Because that gives us another day before Dawn's meeting.
Yeah, okay. Because, I mean, I could take us to Waterdeep straight from my house, I think, if what I need is there. And I have no reason to believe it wouldn't be.
It just depends on whether we want to meet with this person that's going to come and collect from my family.
I also want
Or
to
if you want to get
word.
to Waterdeep as fast as possible.
Yeah,
that's up to you.
I'd like to get word to Waterdeep at the very minimum, but I mean,
I can help with that tomorrow if you want. And I can send some animals to deliver messages to whoever you need to.
Yeah.
There's, from what I've heard, young folks have been trying to sneak out to my house.
Oh no.
You know, some probably test of bravery kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, we used to have those.
But I'm
those are
worried.
normal.
Well, but my house isn't.
Right, this is a little different.
Someone could get hurt.
Yeah.
And
then we should
I would at least feel partially responsible.
Deal with it in the morning, so like we go early. Is daytime better?
Forests are one of my favorite terrains, so
true.
I can get us there a little faster. We could be alert to all danger. What else is it?
What?
That would be. That would be good.
Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Your group can't become lost except for by magical means. You remain alert to danger even when you're. You remain alert to danger even when you're engaged in another activity.
Okay.
You can move stealthy at a normal pace while alone. You can find twice as much food while foraging. And while tracking creatures, you learn the exact numbers, sizes, and how long they pass through the area.
Oh.
We got a lot of boons being in a forest.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hopefully no kids try to sneak out there tonight.
Yeah, that's not good.
Then if that's all we're going to do today and we need to rest up, I do suggest we go back to my house. Something tells me it's probably the most pleasant place in this town right now.
I'm going to have to go back to my place for like less than an hour. But I can meet you guys there.
Do you want me to go get your grandfather?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Not Boris. I was trying to summon my friend Boris, and this is not him. But he and I will go and we'll collect him, and then we'll meet you guys back at Don's family's place.
Thank you.
What are you going to do at your house, Clover?
I'm gonna pick up some things that I left there. And they're not in the house. I have a spot on the property.
As long as you stay safe, then.
I should be okay.
All right. So it sounds like Ego, Dawn, and Aurum are gonna head to the Revelry commune. Saoirse and the Polar Bear are gonna pick up Grandpa from. Well, I guess you guys can go drop off the Zentarum at Boris's house.
Yes.
And I think Boris, the mayor, is there probably with like a couple other business owners that you would be familiar with, Clover. There's like the owner of like the carpentry shop, like probably the owner of like the esoteric shop, the bakery, the little like cloaks and apparel store. They're all there like kind of discussing things, and you can come in, bring the Zens in, and Boris remarks that like we've never had this many people in the holding cell at once. It's probably enough room. And you can pack them in there. You can get Grandpa Yoshi loaded up onto the Polar Bear, and everyone can head back to the Revelry commune, save for Clover. If you would like to return to the family home, you certainly can. So tell me about your secret spot. Tell me about, what's going on in Clover's head. What's the vibe? Tell me a story.
I think as she approaches the house, like, and it's like, at least the first floor looks pretty destroyed. I don't think she got to the upper floors.
No.
But it's strange. Instead of like
grieving the building, she kind of gives it like a disgusted look, like it's so beyond what it should be that it's not even comparable. So she'll walk past. She does give the solarium kind of like a wistful look as she passes, and she'll keep going. About 4 acres into the property, there is like a river, like a very small river that's like passable within like 20 feet, like knee height. It's like perfect for like summer. And on the bank with like the rocky bank, there's like this giant weeping willow that kind of like acts as like a shield to the rest of the property and the house. So once you go through like the winding vines, like you just see the river, and like at the base of the tree, she pulls out like one of like probably her crowbar and just starts like digging in a specific spot opposite the willow. And she will pull out. You can
do that. It is going to take some time just because like a lot of the grass has grown thick here. You haven't been able to like maintain it. But you know, after like 10 minutes of digging, you can get what you're looking for.
And it's just like a little lockbox. He has a key for it. Got like some gold and some other like old aprons and old like uniforms for all the part-time jobs she's had. Like it's like very minimal of what she owns, but this is what she owns. There's a few outfits, different pair of shoes, money trinkets, all like the passport documentation, like her birth certificate, like that, like anything that she has herself is in this small little like maybe like 3x3 box, jammed full.
Yeah. I think you also probably find like some dried marigolds in there that like you picked once and like they reminded you of your mother. You find those in there. We'll call it 200 gold. You can add to your inventory. Just because I don't think Clover was super wealthy, but she was very hardworking. Saving up for, I don't even know if Clover remembers what she was saving up for anymore. It feels like so long ago that you were that person and you've changed so much, you know?
Yeah, so she'll put that into her bag of holding because it'll just slip right in. Doesn't have to really...
so you can
go back.
You can put all of those things into your bag, and I think now that it's like nighttime proper, you just like sit for a moment and listen to like the peaceful trickling of this creek here. And hold on, let me change the music. It's like a little not the vibe. Oh, that's also not the vibe.
Oh, you know what? I think as she's no, stop. I think as she's sitting here, like she realizes that they must have a safe in their bedroom. The house must have a safe.
They also had an open safe that the orc was like pulling bags of something out of.
I thought I grabbed that.
You can, if you want to have grabbed that, you can. There's like 2,000 gold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's in the bag of holding them. But I want to go to the house to see if they also have incriminating whatever.
Yeah. So you take in like the sounds of the creek. You hear like little cricket song and like chirping, the rush of like the wind through the willow branches, and a few moments before you get up, you feel like in the wind some of the willow branches like gently brush against your back, and like a couple of them almost like come around and like land on your shoulders there. And I think like there's a moment where, you know, like you're home and it may not look like home anymore, but like this place and this like land that your family owned is still like full of a lot of really positive memories.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think you maybe remember like coming here and playing in the creek with your mother when you were a little girl. This is also probably where like a lot of the horses drink, so every once in a while like the small herd of fancies would like come over and you would just like go totally crazy for them, and your mother would like introduce you to all of them. And then you can head back to the house. And if you go upstairs to the bedroom, give me an investigation check.
Oh God, I'm not gonna use my inspiration. That was only a 10.
Sure.
Okay. 19.
Yeah. At first you don't see a safe just like out. And then you remember that like at the grocery store, they had like that hidden door in the floor. And you're like, okay, I'm on the second floor. There isn't going to be like a hidden door in the floor, but like, let me check other stuff. You start like looking behind furniture, and eventually you move like a little painting on the wall, and you find a little safe door behind it.
Is it like keyed? Is it numbered? Is it?
It's numbered. There's a post-it note, like, or like a little sticky note on the inside of the picture frame with the code.
Oh my god, he would! He fucking would! I put in the number, that's so stupid. But thank you, Uncle, I guess.
Yeah. So you would find in there, God, okay, they took out this loan. And they did spend a lot of it on home reno, but they still had some left over. You probably find like 5,000 gold in here.
Oh my god. Okay. Is there any papers?
There's no paperwork here, aside from like the family's birth certificates,
right? Yeah.
You know, like family papers. You would also find your grandmother's wedding ring.
Oh,
it's just like tossed in here.
Wow. Okay, I take that.
And additionally, you probably find like a couple like gemstones. So you probably find like a 100 gold piece, like 3 100 gold piece gemstones.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna empty it, even like their birth certificates and stuff, because like they're gonna need lawyers at this point. So I'm just gonna take everything. And I'll hand that over to the mayor.
An egg shop safe. 3x 100 GP stones. Family safe. Are you keeping the money?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I am.
Yeah, so then you can bring like the legal papers over to Boris, and he is grateful for it. And then you can. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
No, that's more than I wanted to do. So I think I'm gonna go check on Grandpa and my friends.
Okay, friends. Heading over to the Revelry commune. Is there anything anyone wants to say or do on the walk over there?
Can I want to at different points grab Ego and then Dawn real quick, just to like have a quick chat.
Are you wanting to have private chats with them, or is
I
it, like...
think just like fall back. I don't think it's like private. Like Saoirse's like, I can't be around anyone at risk that like overhear me. It's more just like I want to have a conversation that like doesn't involve everybody else, and so yeah, and I think that it's not like a secret. It's just like okay, I don't need to have a group discussion about it.
Mm-hmm. Who you grabbing first?
Ego. Hi there. I just had a small request, if you don't mind. I know you've got that book from Lorna.
Yes, her black book. I do need to read more of it. Why?
Yeah, Zabilna said that it might have some stuff about the Uncourt. Like Saoirse's like really uncomfortable just saying the word, because it's kind of like saying like Voldemort and Harry Potter, where it's like I know it's not actually a problem here, but at the same time just saying it feels like scary. The Uncourt and things like that, and they're sort of some of the stuff that I've been learning is that it's possible my family's curse might have had something to do with that. So if you find anything about like the curse and why my family was cursed, could you let me know?
Yeah. I want to read it anyway. I will let you know if I find anything.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not. You don't have to like look for it specifically necessarily, but if you happen to run across anything about
Of course.
that would be good. Just want to sort of understand a bit better what's going on. I'm not much of a reader, so I'm definitely not going to be trying to take the book from you.
No worries. I am plenty a reader for everyone.
It's good. Everyone's got their strengths. Yeah, that's all I wanted to ask. Yeah, that was it. So yeah, and then Saoirse will sort of like drop back in with everybody else.
Also, I would just like to note that not Boris the polar bear has to be like kept away from Ego.
Oh yeah.
Ego,
okay, so,
yeah, the polar bear gets like angry.
Saoirse has like for a moment she was like, okay, you're not one of the talking bears, clearly. So what level of like beast? Because it's still a fae creature. So like, what level of beast are we talking versus like sentient creature? And we're like, oh, this is like full just a beast at this point. If it is the guy, then he's just really having fun with pretending to be a bear at the moment. But I don't think that's the case. So yeah, we'll keep him sort of away.
At the back.
Put him like at the front, and then he goes at the back, or vice versa.
Yeah,
for sure. I don't want you to get mauled by a bear.
Yeah. And it only takes like 20 minutes to get over to the Revelry commune. And like they're all like out in the fields, like in a smaller part that isn't quite as like most of this inner courtyard has been set up for vegetable gardening and like caring for goats. They have like a small little patch probably in between some of the houses that isn't growing anything, and like they're all out there partying. Like that's, especially on a summer night, like that's pretty typical. And Dawn, when everybody sees you, it's again like another like frenzy of like, oh my god, we got to see Dawn twice in one day, like that's so crazy. And they're like, somebody grab a yarding! And then someone else was like, no, he's gonna play something sad! And your dad is like, I haven't heard my son play the yarding in so long. Are you gonna play for us, Don?
He gotta laughs a little bit because he's like, wow, they have like absolutely no idea what happened in town today, do they?
Not at all.
So, but yeah, he'll just say, I can play a song or two, I suppose.
All right. Oh, hey, another big creature. This other one, and he like points to Juniper, who is like daintily sat at a picnic table with like a little plate of like hors d'oeuvres in front of her, and is like taking her claw to like pick up a cube of cheese, and is like, delightful. And is eating. Like, you know what? At first she did try to eat Urania, and then Urania punched her in the face. And then I got her a plate of some sausages, and now we're all good. We're all okay. And I think Star is also here. Love is also here. Love is like making his way through the sisters, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill him.
But like Star is like just running around, and like occasionally like he's chasing like all the little satyr children and like babies and stuff, and like they're like grabbing his tentacles and like flailing them around, and he, as like a fellow baby animal creature guy, is like just having a great time. They've some of the like adults around, I think especially Arato, who is like the more mature older sister, at one point has to like grab Star and be like, you can't bite with your teeth. You can play bite, but we don't break skin, honey. You can play with the tentacles, but keep the spikes in, and like has to like reprimand him. But everybody's like trying to hand all of you guys drinks. They see the old man, they try to like give him a beer. Like everyone's just what? He looks like he really needs it. And Yoshi's like, oh, thank you! And like, it's just like, this medium creature-sized mug is like half of his body, and he just like holds it. and is like just sipping from it.
Okay. Okay, well, I will make sure that nothing too bad happens to him. He'll say to Clover. Well, she's not here, actually. I just remembered. She's gonna... Honestly, he's glad that she's not here to see that. Because I feel like she would get very... worried. But yeah, he'll go over, and if they hand him a yarding, he will play some songs.
And they're like, they want you to like tell a story while you're like playing the yarding. They like want you to entertain them.
All right, yeah. Yeah.
Give me a performance check.
Oh boy.
Yippee!
I'm gonna use my inspiration too, because I don't like being bad at things. Better. Performance plus 22, 13 plus 9.
Yeah, okay, are you playing a sad song or are you playing like a party song?
I don't think he's playing a sad song, but I don't think he's playing a party song either. He's not like he's never gonna be a party song type of guy. He's playing
He's playing Drowning Love.
God, right? No, he's playing a lively song, but lively in the way that it's not a party, in a way that the music itself is the story. So it like goes through like highs and lows and like a climactic finish.
Yeah, like you get your whole family's like enraptured. Like some of them, like especially I think like the kids are like still trying to like dance to this, but like everyone just kind of stops and is like sat or like standing just like enraptured. Like a couple people start crying, just like feeling the music, and like as you conclude, they all are just like cheering, and like you get grabbed and like thrown in the air.
Oh God!
I would say that you would be too heavy to do that too, but there's literally dozens of satyrs here, like and with sheer willpower, they're gonna make it happen. Like it's maybe not a throw, but they lift you, and they're just like super happy to see you and be in your presence, and like everyone in the party who's here, like food, like plates of food are being handed to you. You're getting handed like mugs of beer. Everybody like wants to like dance with you guys and like party with you. I think at one point, like probably like during the song, somebody has like grabbed Grandpa Yoshi and like put him in like a little chair there so that he can like sit and like watch the music, and he's just like kicking his little feet, like hunched over in this chair with this giant beer, and is like slowly swaying with the music.
Yeah, he's gonna... He's just going to enjoy the time there. He's like, I have things that I need to do, but I'm gonna worry about them later.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, the Revelry family is always happy to live life like that. Is there anything that anyone else wanted to, like, say or do?
Oh, Saoirse let go of the bear, like, on a pro. Like, as soon as Yoshi was taken care of and off of the bear, she dismissed it.
Okay.
Because small children and large bears are not the best combination. Small, very enthusiastic children and large, borderline violent bears are not the best combination. So yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So then I think after a little bit of like merrymaking and just like decompressing with the Revelry family, Clover, you can catch back up with everybody.
Okay.
It probably took you like an hour total to go through everything.
Yeah.
But when you show up, yeah, Grandpa Yoshi is like, he sat in a chair, and there's like a couple satyrs that are like sitting like with him, and they're just like listening to him as he's like telling like little stories. just like, you know that he was always like kind of a funny guy, like, and he liked to make people laugh. So he's like telling jokes, and like the satyrs are eating it up. You think he's probably a little intoxicated.
I've heard these stories probably a million times, so I probably noticed that he is intoxicated by how he's changing or adjusting the story and the way he's telling it.
Yeah, he's like a slightly rowdy as like a decrepit old man can be.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think I'll like appreciate like the scene of like all my friends and grandpa like having a smile on his face, but I think I'm gonna bypass everybody and go straight to the kitchen to get him something in his stomach to absorb the alcohol.
Yeah, for sure. You know, there's a lot of like different foods set out, but there isn't a lot of any like one particular. And looking at it, I think like Clover probably grew up in like an ingredient household where like if you want a snack, like you eat some chocolate chips, and it's definitely like that kind of an offering. Like there's like really basic like charcuterie stuff, but there's nothing super crazy. You just kind of get the sense that like they probably don't have as much right now, given all that you know about the situation.
Totally fine.
But you can get some, like, a little bit of cheese, like some like little pepperoni circles. Your grandpa probably loves those. Like some bread. Yeah, then you can bring him a plate, and he's like, I think he sees you. He's like, "Oh, Marigold, you're so helpful. I love cheese."
I know. I love cheese too.
Are you going to sing?
Oh, no, not tonight.
I always loved hearing you sing, Marigold.
I know.
When you and Magdalene were little, you had such cute singing voices.
I wish I could remember what that was like.
I'm very fond of those memories.
I am too.
Come and sit with your papa. And he like pats like the little bench like next to him. I bet you haven't heard this one before. Let me tell you about the time that somebody came into my grocery store trying to sell me a live alligator, and like you've heard this story a million times. So you know, and like you know, it's like probably bullshit.
Yeah. She sits and listens and like rapture, like yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, like you guys can have like just like a chill hangout with like the revelries. They're more than happy to put up Yoshi if you want to RP asking Zeus about it, you totally can.
Yeah, I feel like that would definitely be like as soon as she like found him in the crowd, she would probably approach him on it.
Yeah, and he's like, I think he's like surrounded by some of the other like extended family, and he's like very loudly bragging about like, well, my boy Don is back, and we're gonna be on the up and up, and didn't you hear him play the yarding? He's so talented, and you know he was in the Feywild, and everyone's like, ooh, and Zeus is like, yeah, I know, it's really impressive. I bet he had a lot of trysts when he was there, doing the family proud. Spreading his wild oats. I expect we'll have grandchildren very soon.
Walk up to here.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably like everyone in the party hears this because Zeus like is really like he has like a loop that he's going, and like all the extended family or like any visitors that they have or people that are like otherwise not direct Revelry family members, like he's just straight up like airing all of this to anyone who will listen to him.
Zeus, do you mind if could we have a private word?
Oh, yes, of course. Is it about the loan?
No.
I feel like we already talked about it a lot.
No, not the loan. Not the loan. We're gonna handle that. Something else.
Right.
Something a little bit more pressing. At least in the current moment.
Lay it on me.
So you know my grandfather? Yoshi?
Yeah, I've seen
like,
him in town before.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while probably since he's been in town proper. But he's not doing so good since I left. And he's not in a healthy state. And he is not safe at home. And I was wondering, at least, if only for less than a 10-day, he could stay here with you guys and you watch over him so no one hurts him, no one bothers him, and he stays healthy and actually eats something. I'll pay whatever you need to help.
Oh, you don't have to pay us. The more the merrier. We love having guests here. The more people that we have staying here, the better the parties are. And don't you worry. I don't know if you could tell by that quiche from earlier, but I am the family cook. I can make sure that he's very well fed. Those eggs from those,
You know what?
You're the Bright Hearts. Your family owns that shop, don't they?
Why don't I give you several dozen eggs and a little bit of cash if you need to, like, supplement, and then you can make as much quiche and stuff as you want, as long as Grandpa gets some every day?
Well, we don't really have money to buy several dozen eggs.
No. I'm giving them to you.
Oh.
I'm giving them to you.
Well, I won't say no to a gift. That sounds pretty nice.
Yeah. Well, you protecting my grandfather is nicer.
Oh, it's nothing. Yeah, I always remember him being a nice man.
Yeah.
He would always give the family... I remember once we were having a bit of bad luck with some of our musical performances, and we were waiting for Don to find a job after he had graduated from school, a little bit low on money. And your grandfather, I think he actually gave us some vegetables for free to make sure that we had enough food. So we can definitely put him up. It's no trouble.
Okay. Thank you.
Would he be... Well, I can put him in my room. It's on the first floor. I'll just sleep on the couch.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that. I can get something set up for him.
It's no trouble. My bed is much more comfortable and probably easy for an old man to get in and out of. I was thinking of Vardo at first, but there's stairs, and he...
Oh, yeah, he's not good on stairs.
Yeah, he's comfortable there now, but he does seem a little stiff.
And he's
I
also
like sleeping on the couch.
Recovering from injuries, so if you need money for a doctor, if something goes wrong, just let me know. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, we might need money for that. None of us are particularly good with...
Okay, I'm just gonna give him like 100 gold, and I'm like, I'll get you the eggs later before you leave. But this should cover.
Did you count this right? This is a lot of gold. How much? I don't know how much gold is this, but I don't think I've ever held this much gold in my life at one time.
100.
We could buy 100 dozen eggs with this.
Please don't. Promise me you will not buy eggs with that money, because I'm going to give you eggs. I own the business currently, since no one else is owning it at the moment.
All right. So, Dawn told me that if I get money, if I receive monetary gifts, I'm supposed to check with him.
Yes, absolutely. We're done here. Let's go find Dawn. We'll show him what I gave you, and he can help you with this. He's really good at it.
I'm gonna start grab him by the elbow and be like, actually, good point. I'm gonna lead him to his son. I'm like, Don, I made a mistake. I was just trying to be nice, but...
Yeah, so Don, at one point, Clover will bring Zeus over, who's holding a pile of gold in his hands, and he just holds it out to you. And Clover will explain the situation,
yes,
with payment for her grandfather, but Zeus is just I made money! Don, look!
He looks down at the gold and then looks up at him and says, "Good job, Puffs."
What do I do with it? I was thinking I needed a new loot.
No, you don't. You have 18.
And some of that money is...
What we're going to do with the money...
Yeah, I'm going to help with food.
Is...
Pay the loan in 2 days.
No.
No, we're not paying that. In fact, tonight I need to write up something for you. We might not be able to be there when the guy comes, so I just want to write something that you can give to them when they arrive.
If we're not here.
To essentially, if we're not here. If I'm here, let me handle it. If I decide that I need to head off to Waterdeep earlier, then I will have something written for you to give to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
This money, should only be spent on groceries, so food.
100 dozen eggs.
I already told him no. He didn't.
But it's a lot of eggs that we would eat for so long if I bought. I know you're going to give us some, but I mean, we can have 100 dozen.
Everyone's going to get sick of it, and the eggs are going to go bad before you can eat them all. Even if it is 100 dozen.
That's true.
You know how many eggs 100 dozen are?
Well, we could have an egg. We could have a brunch. We could have an egg party, and everyone just eats all the eggs.
No.
I get the idea that I'm not supposed to, I feel like I'm not supposed to do that. It really seems like you guys don't want me to buy 100 dozen eggs. So
Please don't.
You're gonna buy groceries for the family and keep the rest in a safe place for an emergency.
My sock drawer.
Sure. And if you want to know what an emergency is, if you go, I need this because something bad will happen if I don't spend the money on it, that's an emergency. If anything starts with, I want this, you don't need to spend money on it.
Oh. I'm gonna have to think about that one. I really think I need a new loot.
I think you want a new loot.
I think I'm gonna be sad if I don't have a new one, though.
Being sad isn't the end of the world, and you're a grown man. I'll write up a list of things that you can spend money on.
Alright.
You gotta work on your fiscal responsibility, man.
I don't even know what the word fiscal means,
I was gonna
Dawn.
say, doesn't even understand that sentence.
What it... Fiscal...
I'm gonna make you go to school.
You know, I never finished the first grade.
I know.
I just started roaming.
We're gonna put you in school. Eventually. My ass.
Yeah, I'm still your father. I'm still your father. You can't make me do anything.
I can if I can beat you in an arm wrestling competition.
Is that a challenge right now?
Yeah, it is. If I beat you in an arm wrestling competition right now, you have to go to school and get your diploma, and that's not any challenge. It's a deal.
A deal? So you're serious?
I'm super serious.
All right. Let's do it. Clear the table! All right. So, we're going to do 3 contesting athletics checks. Best 2 out of 3 wins.
Yup.
Oh, no.
Zeus is going to get a +3.
Oh, boy.
Come on, Don. You got this. You have a plus like 900.
18.
Okay, so you get the first one. Next one. Natural 1.
6. No. Plus. Yeah, 16.
Okay, yeah, it's just like you guys are held there for like, you know, a few seconds, and then you just slam your father's arm like down into the table, and he's like, ow, 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 ow. Ah. Do I really have to go to school, Dawn? That sounds like the worst thing ever.
You are bound to the deal that you made.
And there's witnesses.
You didn't say when I had to go, though. I'll think about it next year.
He crosses his arms.
He got
His
you.
arms.
He got you.
Honestly, Honestly, he's fine with that because he's like, I don't want you going to Waterdeep right now anyway because I'm about to go there and tear shit up.
It's about to be a war zone.
Yeah, you should probably wait a year.
But he'll go in, put the money into his sock drawer. They get you guys set up, there's not necessarily, like, guest rooms, but, like, Don's old bedroom that he shared with, Ramses is there, and Ramses' bed is open, so there's, like, that. Somebody can go in a Vardo. They also are like, we love sleeping outside sometimes, so, like, there's just, like, a random arrangement for, like, sleeping. Like, you guys are all over the place. But you guys can take a long rest, and we can do some Phalos streams and things next time, because it is quitting time for tonight.
It's quitting time.
But thank you as always to my lovely players for joining me on these zany D&D adventures. Thank you for those of you that are watching, either now or in the future. Thank you for being active in the chat. St. Andrew and everybody, Dogs for Life. We love having you here, so thank you very much. Vandelver tomorrow?
Yes.
Vandelver and below tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything, am I? Join our Discord, follow us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the next time you are trying to convince your father to get a higher than first grade level education with a physical feat of strength as your like slightly traumatized friends look on, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus, and we'll see you back here next time.
Hey. Love you, bye.
Bye.
Love you, bye.